seconds, look over my description box. It has my Cash App, all my social media info, my Patreon info, and everything else you need to. Someone's getting impatient, so everything you need to know is down in the description box. Today, I will be letting my nephew talk about some fun facts about Black History Month. So, without further ado, I'm going to pass him the mic and we will get started on the video. So, before we get started, I just want to note that we are reading this article from history.com. Again, history.com. So, the celebration of Black History Month began as Negro History Week, which was created in 1926 by Carter G. Woodson, a noted African-American historian, scholar, educator, and publisher. It became a month-long celebration in 1976. The month of February was chosen to coincide with the birthdays of Frederick Douglass and Abraham Lincoln.
Hi guys, my name is Devin and I'm going to be reading some Black History Month facts.
Hi Devin.
You guys.
Hi Devin.
So, on February 12th, 2019, the NAACP marked its 110th anniversary.
110. 110. You see how long that is, guys? 110. Okay, continue.
Spurred by growing racial violence in the early 20th century, and particularly by 1908 race riots in Springfield, Illinois, a group of African American leaders joined together to form a new permanent civil rights organization, the National Association of Advancement for Colored People, which means NAACP. February 20th, 1909 was chosen because of its centennial anniversary of the birth of Abraham Lincoln.
Now, before we continue, isn't there something you wanted to say about the NAACP yourself?
Oh yeah, so I got to interview someone who was a part of the NAACP. His name is Congressman Mondaire Jones, and he's a congressman from New York who is a part of the NAACP.
And how did you like interviewing him?
It went well, and I got to ask him some really important questions.
So one thing I'm going to ask you is if there's one thing you can say you took away from that interview, or one thing that was funny, or one thing that you will always know, this video was not planned out. We didn't even think this shit through. So, please continue.
So,
we're talking about the first black lawyer. The first black lawyer.
John Mercer Langston was the first black man to become a lawyer when he passed the bar in Ohio in 1854.
1854, you know how long ago that was?
That was
About
200 years ago.
Think about what year we're in right now. 2022. And it happened in 1854. Go ahead.
When he was elected to the post of town clerk for Brownham, Ohio, in 1855, Langston became one of the first African Americans ever elected to public office in America. John Mercer Langston was also the great uncle of the Langston Hughes, famed poet of the Harlem Renaissance.
I'm sorry, but we're both laughing because we hear his dog outside the door. And we had to put both dogs out because they don't get along, but that's why we're laughing. So ignore any dog sounds you hear. It's like he's getting louder. Just ignore us, okay? The next one is so the next person we're gonna talk about is actually a female activist. Many of us know Rosa Parks. She is a well-known person that refused to give up her seat on a bus to a white man. But there is a lesser-known lady by the name of Claudette Colvin who was arrested 9 months prior for not giving up her seat to a white man. And this was in 1955 that it happened in Alabama. So although we know Rosa Parks, she was not the first activist to not give up her seat on a bus. Actually, it was Claudette Colvin who was the first one. So just a little insight there. Is this me or you? Me. Alright. So the next one is we're going to talk about the first Supreme Court Justice.
Thurgood Marshall was the first African American ever appointed to the U.S. Supreme Court. He was appointed by President Lyndon B. Johnson, and served on the court from 1967 to 1991.
And now we have our first black scientist.
George Washington Carver developed 300 derivative products from peanuts, among them cheese, milk, coffee, flour, ink, dyes, plastic, wood stains, soap, leonym, medicine oils, and cosmetics.
Now the funny thing about this is you would never think that peanuts, like would you ever think of ink and dye having peanuts in them? No, because it says here ink, dyes, even like plastic. I would not think that was made from peanuts.
Not
like
wood
at all.
either, no wood either.
That's true too. Well, it said
wood grows from the ground, you know.
and then cheese, so that's actually really interesting. Right, go ahead.
So, the first senator,
Okay, the first senator was Hiram Rhodes Rebels, I guess, was the first African American ever elected to the U.S. Senate. He represented the state of Mississippi from February 1870 to March 1871. And I gotta jump in here real quick, because one thing about Mississippi, they're a mess. Their laws are a mess. They do not believe in like second chances at all. It's like once you're in jail, that's it. There's like no parole. It's so hard to get paroled or actually get released early in Mississippi because it's a shit state. Let's be honest. It is what it is. And so we're just gonna scroll down to you wanted this one?
sure.
Alright, go ahead.
In 1940, Haiti McDaniel was the
40 times, and I don't get past the first
4 hours.
I don't get past the first 30 minutes of it. I'm knocked out.
I had to watch that on Thanksgiving one day.
Oh my god, who made you do that? Who made you do that?
My mom.
Oh, that's torture.
Yeah, I had to watch it on Thanksgiving.
But why on Thanksgiving though?
I don't know.
Like, what was okay? But why on Thanksgiving though? I can't. Like, what's the?
She said it was a good show and it's educational, but it was about this lady.
Educational. You know what? Let's move. We're gonna move on because we're actually gonna do a snack box after this video, which him and I will chat more, but it won't be whispering. So let's just finish this out. Oh, the first black baseball player was
Jackie Robinson became the first African American to play Major League Baseball when he joined the Brooklyn Dodgers. He led the league in stolen bases that the season was named Rookie of the Year.
and actually he became the first African American to play Major League Baseball on April 5th, 1947. And the last two fun facts that I think everyone knows of is the first black billionaire. Before Oprah Winfrey and Michael Jordan joined the Billionaire Club. Although it's amazing that Michael Jackson will never make it onto that list.
What, the Billionaire Club?
Because if Michael Jackson was still alive, I feel as if he would have made that billion.
Of course, of course, of course.
Anyway, before Oprah Winfrey and Michael Jordan joined the Billionaires Club, Robert Johnson became the first African American billionaire when he sold the cable station he founded, Black Entertainment Television, aka what you guys know him as BET, in 2001. And lastly but not least, I will let my nephew read the biggest fun fact, the most important fun fact of them all. Take it away, Devin.
The first black president.
Go ahead.
In 2008, Barack Obama.
Say it again.
Barack Obama.
Say it one more time.
Barack Obama became the first black president.
Say that part again. Became the what?
First black president.
One more time for the people behind you. They can't listen. Go ahead.
The first black president.
Of what?
Of the United States.
Of what?
Of America.
One more time.
The first black president to become president of the United States of America.
Okay. And on that note, we are you want to read the... Okay, go ahead. The first vice president was in January 2021, which was... Go ahead, Devin.
Kamala Harris.
I always do it as Kamala.
No, it's like Kamala. It's
Kamala.
No, it's Kamala.
I'm just messing with you.
Became the first woman of Africa or Asian descent to become vice president. Harris's mother immigrated to the United States from India, and her father immigrated from Jamaica.
That's such an awesome combination, though. Indian and Jamaican. That's a cool combination, yeah. But she became the first vice president, January 2021. And the last one that we're gonna read is
Population growth. The black population of the United States in 1870 was 4.8 million. Now there's so many people in the United States that's so small. And in 2019, the number of black residents in the United States was 46.8 million people.
So let me break this shit down for you. Back in 1870, in the United States, there was only 4.8 million black people. And let's face it, there were all slaves. Then in 2019, as of 2019, I should say, we have 46.8 million black residents in the United States. And that, my lovies, ends this Black History Month video. I hope you enjoyed my special guest, Mr. Devin. Anything you want to say before you go?
It was a pleasure meeting all the Majestic family, and I hope I get to
Majestic babies, majestic babies, majestic babies.
And I hope I am able to come again.
Yes, we're now going to record